Good evening, everyone. Oh, I like that. Now, do a little better. Good evening, everyone. Now, we're here to talk about something really incredible. Just wanted to make sure I have all of your attention. Just a few brief remarks. For those I have yet to get introduced to, my name is Sean Latourette. I have the great privilege of serving our state as Commissioner of Environmental Protection, which means a lot of different things. I'll take just one brief moment of your time to tell you about one of those things, which is the fact that our state right now is in a drought. So my plea to you, tell all your friends, your families, your loved ones, everyone on the socials, the Twitter, all the things, that we all need to conserve water so that we have more as we get through this really dry spell, among the driest conditions we've had in many months. And our water supplies are quite low. So today we declared a drought, and we need everybody to save as much water as they can. Because that's one of the many things that the DEP does. But to the point of today's event, we are here to talk about the Greenway, which is an endeavor of your DEP and our Urban State Parks program. Our parks, forests, and historic sites are led by our Assistant Commissioner, John Cecil, and our Urban State Parks initiatives are led by Administrator Maggie McCann. And so I'm going to offer just a few opening remarks and invite our Senator and advocate in all things good, Teresa Ruiz, to join us, as well as Councilman Ramos. And then we'll just a few instructions on how to make your way around this room this evening. So I don't imagine folks in this room are joining a Greenway conversation for the first time, but if you are, please raise your hand. See, welcome to this important conversation, and we're happy you're here. For everyone who has been joining us now in these conversations the last couple of years, since the state of New Jersey paid $60 million to acquire the 9-mile former rail right-of-way that leads from Jersey City all the way to Montclair, and make it our 52nd state park. Thank you for joining us along that journey. This evening, we're here to talk about how we continue that journey and hear your perspectives on the expanse of the Greenway that you see unfolded across these tables before you. But very importantly, we're here to share designs on what will be our first point of development right here in the city of Newark, from Branchbrook Park to Broadway. Because your senator and my friend, our majority leader, Teresa Ruiz, said, "You know, Sean, that you are starting in Newark." And I said what we say to our senator, "Yes, ma'am." And I appreciate you, friend, for being here for us always and advocating for the funding that is needed to advance this project and keeping us all on track. So we are now at a point where we've advanced designs. On my left, your right, you'll see the advancement of designs for the Newark section, the first section in the city of Newark, again from Branchbrook Park to Broadway. And we're going to be in a position as we collect more feedback from you all to get to full design and to a groundbreaking next year, which we're so excited about that by the fall of next year, we'll have shovels in the ground and get this project moving in the direction, thanks to all of the feedback that you've all shared as we've gone through this process. And so many folks are joining us today, those who've joined us for pop-up events. We've got friends from New Jersey Transit here as well, talking with us about the integration of transit options into this project overall. And we just look forward to engaging with you in this space and many others to come in the coming months and indeed years as we plan the full expanse. But so excited to be here with you all in Newark. And Senator, please join us, say a few words.
Let's hear it again for Commissioner Latourette. We could do better, Essex County. Let's hear it again for Commissioner Latourette. So I apologize as I walk around if I smell like fried chicken, because in between events, I went home to cook dinner for my daughter real fast. So our commissioner walked us through a little bit of it, and it's just so wonderful to see it kind of like in real time in this space here. But I want to give people a lens of how, and I think the councilman will share this when he comes up next, how I've seen this space. I'm born and raised in the city of Newark. I'm raising my daughter here. I'm a homeowner. I believe in the city because my dad believed in this city. I believe in this city because you all believe in this city. And I'm not leaving anyone out because I met a lovely person from Bloomfield. What this will do is connect our municipalities collectively together in a way where we haven't been connected, in a safe way. Whether we're going to jog through, run through, get on a bike, scooter, roller skate is the happening thing. I got to get mine back out, see if I can manage that, and connect two counties together. But most importantly, for anyone who has called Newark home, it will take an eyesore and a magnet for terrible activity and flip it to an opportunity for the next generation to flourish and grow and learn about environmental justice. There are so many facets embedded in here that you don't even begin to see. Stormwater, give me the rest of that. Management, right? Stormwater management, integrating artwork, talking about opportunities for concessions for small women and minority and veteran-owned businesses in our neighborhood. But having a place that when our kids are here in school, they don't have to look at dumped tires or trash, or when parents are dropping off, or to the seniors who live, or to the homeowners who've paid an exorbitant amount of money to purchase their home, and the renters across the street, that we're creating and acquiring a space that has long been driven. And really, quite frankly, I will tell you, I've had an opportunity to visit this in Hudson County and in the other parts of Essex County. No one was treated worse than the city of Newark by the train line system that owned this place. And when I first got elected, I thought, because you're naive, I brought in the train system and said, well, we're gonna make it a rails to trails. And that's, I grew up, I'm dating myself, rails to trails is a big thing, it's gonna be easy. And it was really a meeting about extortion, because he kept asking me how much and how much and how much. And ultimately I threw him out of my office with a 4-letter bomb, never to see him again. But we're here today, we own the rail lines. And I will tell you that because there's so many of us who believe in our families, in our communities, in our homeowners, in our main streets. We're public servants and advocates. We understand the plight of the homeowners and families on Verona Avenue who would have idling trucks with kids who suffer from asthma, breathing that in. I mean, I can go on and over again. But to the entire team at DEP and Maggie, who's been on this, on the pulse, I want to thank all of you for this. When I first looked at this line, I actually secured a $500,000 grant for transit to explore what were the possibilities of creating connectivity with our light rail, when I thought we had a pivot. Now we're at an opportunity where because this all comes down to resources and funding, we're going to go green first, but when we can, we're also going to pivot and create a system there that will also allow for traffic, environmentally safe, whether it's connecting to the light rail or thinking of something that's more modernized. Imagine right here in our own backyards what that does for property value, what that does for our families, what that does for safety, what that does for continuity. So debt of gratitude to this administration. I will tell you, the squeaky wheel always gets the job done. I'm not that squeaky though, y'all. I'm loud as heck. But it's an honor and a privilege to serve as your state representative and to be the majority leader. And of course, no disrespect to anybody who's here, but when we started this project, I said, you're not starting anywhere but in the city of Newark. So thank you. With that, I will ask my partner, who was sitting in that first meeting. For all the women in the room, I just want you to know that I sat in that meeting and I was the only woman in the room, and it was all men, right? It was the director of code enforcement, police department, Northward Council, chiefs of staff. And every time I would ask this gentleman a question, he just kept looking at everybody else. And I was like, I called this meeting, not anyone else. But God always sees his way, and victory always has his justice. So I just want to bring up my partner in every effort that we do here in the North, in North Newark, whether it's building schools or building green spaces, keeping affordability at the forefront of who we are, and making sure that we can thrive and grow in the city. Councilman Aníbal Ramos.
All right, good evening, everyone. Sean, and to your team, we want to say thank you, and we're going to help you with prayers when it comes to hoping for some rain over the next week, okay? But as the senator mentioned, this project is, particularly special to both of us as individuals who grew up in this area. I actually worked at the former Food Town, which is now Pueblo Supermarket, which runs adjacent to the old rail line, and I was there when the line was active. And unfortunately, over the years, we have seen the regression of its use. And more recently, in the last 6 or 7 years, we struggled with the rail system subletting portions of the old rail line to multiple users. And that created a lot of quality of life issues and concerns for neighbors in that immediate area. I do want to acknowledge that we do have some of the residents who have been severely impacted by these horrible uses of the old rail line that are at this meeting. But today's a new day. We've had a few of these planning sessions already. It's great to see that the community has come out in full force and offered their suggestions and ideas as far as the best uses for the walkway. And at this point, we're just anxiously awaiting a groundbreaking, right? Because the community has been very patient, very anxiously awaiting this great day. And I just want to thank our state senator, all the individuals, community groups that really pushed hard to make this happen. And this is a game changer, not only for the ward, for the region, but for the entire state of New Jersey. And the real beneficiaries are the members of our community. The young people who live in the neighborhood, the seniors that live at Parkside Manor, everyone that's involved in this immediate area and the surrounding community is going to benefit from this incredible project. And I really, really just want to say thank you. I'm very grateful to everyone that's involved, and the city pledges its support in whatever way we can to make sure that this is a success. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman, Senator. Thank you. I think together we're a squeaky tricycle, right? And soon it's going to cruise right down that Greenway. That's the reality. And I just want to thank you all so much, and everyone else that has contributed, right? All of the communities up and down the line, and the support that we've seen from our county exec, for instance, our county commissioners in Essex, and folks in Hudson as well, Bike and Walk Coalition, and so many other advocates, and of course the Open Space Institute, who made sure we got this underway at a critical moment. I thank you for that. I'm going to turn the floor over here for some instructions. Oh, and Maggie's saying it's going to be me. But I just want to point out how critical it is that we try to do so many different things with this space that speaks to all of us and the needs that our community members have, and the opportunities that we all have to advance not just recreation, right, and conservation, but also the opportunity to see and experience the arts, right, community gardens, and so much more. And so Maggie's going to tell you how to walk around this room and give that feedback so we can accomplish those things together. So Maggie McCann-Johns, our Urban State Parks Administrator.
Awesome. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm going to do that because I'm... So I know a lot of people have already been interacting, but just to give you some a sense of where you are. There's a couple of boards up here that really talk about what the Greenway and what the Transit Way is, so if you want to just like have a broad overview. Down the middle of the room is a 40-foot map of the Greenway, which is amazing to see in person, and you can interact with that in a whole bunch of different ways, including putting flags where maybe places that are important to you. On this side, it's more of a broad overview of the entire Greenway. So lots of information over here, timeline information, and really giving you a sense of where we got the ideas for the design from. So definitely take a look at all of those. At the very end, you'll see a board about one of our great partners, Operation Grow, who did a pop-up activation, Mr. Rhonda. And you can meet some of our garden, our gardeners that were tending the garden all season long and learn about what they did. And that's really what I think we're hoping for is more of that community activation. And so it's just a great example. Please visit. And then on this side, you're going to have a board that kind of gives you all of the information that you could want. And if there's more information that you need, there will be people with name tags that you can ask at each station. But you have an information board, a rendering board, and then a board that we want to hear from you. And so please write as many note cards as you would like and stick them on the board. Vote on how excited or maybe how apprehensive you are about the different features, and ask questions. So did I miss anything, Kate? Perfect. All right, awesome. Well, thank you for coming, and enjoy, and we're here to answer questions. Thanks.
Let's get to it.